My name is Kelly Belmar. I work for Whispering Pines. I've been here for the last 15 years, and I help with the HR portion of my position as well as the financials. There was a part-time position available for a billing clerk. I applied for it, and it was just something that I wanted to do. I didn't want to work full-time at that time. I had a young son at home, wanted to spend more time there, and figured the part-time billing part would fit into my life at that point. The office manager that was here then had 6 months after I was here, she decided that she was going to retire, and they offered me the position at that point. She was pretty much the head of the office here, the three people that were here at that time. I have a bachelor's degree in accounting, so I had what I needed to do the position. It's close to home for me. Didn't have any drive time. Worked out well to move into a full-time position. I work on a little bit of everything. I work with the contracting agencies on the budget information every year. What they are going to give us, we have to work within that budget. I prepare those for the committee and the board. I also do the financials every month. That entails all the accounts receivable, accounts payable, all the assets, liabilities, everything has to balance. It's a monthly reconciliation of everything. Any of the accounting classes were a huge help. Everything has to be balanced and reconciled. There's always double checks and triple checks, especially when you're dealing with monies. I do it every month. It kind of gets repetitious, but usually if there's something going on, you know that it's never going to be the same one month to another. The balancing is the same, but the finances are not. I love working with the numbers and seeing how it all ties together with from the accounts receivable to the cash coming in from, the billing, all the numbers match. They as they come in, as they go out, at the end of the month when you balance it and it balances, it's a good feeling to know that, hey, you did, it worked out right because it all ended up to equal in the end. Definitely have to be organized and be able to multitask. Sometimes you can't finish something in a day if it's not working out. You may have to set it aside, work on something else, and come back to it. That's what our biggest thing is if you're spending too much time on it, you're looking at it too hard. So you put it aside, you work on something else, pick it back up, and usually within a few minutes you've found what you were looking for. It's hard to make sure you keep everybody on board. You have to deal with the other supervisors, and you have to kind of keep them on track to stay within their budget. Usually I find that if you tell them why you need to do it this way or that way, it helps gives them a better understanding of where you're coming from. This is my dream job. When the whole time I was in college, when I was studying the accounting and everything, I knew that I didn't want to work in a big company. I didn't want to work for a tax accounting agency. I wanted to work in just a small company where you can see how all the aspects operate together. This is exactly what I wanted to do. If they want to work in a smaller company, not get caught up in the big corporations, this is definitely the place to look for. You don't have separate departments. You don't have a separate accounts receivable department or accounts payable department. You actually get to see how they all fit together.